Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm your host, Banana Bread Man. Today I'm joined by my good friend, the one and only Pepsi Cat.
What is up, everybody? How are y'all doing?
Hell yeah. So today we're going to be discussing what if Total Drama had a video game. Now there's a lot of directions you can go in this one. You could go for something like Telltale style, Walking Dead, blah blah blah, Minecraft story mode, that type bullshit. But today we want to focus on like a hero shooter, because that's kind of what I've been focusing on recently.
I think there is a lot of potential in this, despite the fact that it is not the story that you would most likely associate with Total Drama. I think there is a lot of variety that you can get out of this cast in a hero shooter type environment, especially with the foundation we laid out. So let's get into that.
So for starters, background, game modes, obviously there could be a bunch, but I think we want to focus on a standard 5v5, one life, last team standing type situation.
Exactly, and it's going to be based around the challenge paintball deer hunt, but it's not really descript. It's like everybody's a deer, everybody's a hunter. The goal is just to take each other down. It's more about the setting than anything.
Yeah, it's just a backdrop. It's not like you get shot by one paintball, you're out. So we're gonna focus character to character, no real specific order until we have like this cast set up. Then we can focus on like secondary things, stuff like that. So first up, tank. You know who's going to be our very first tank. It's the one and only Owen.
I think Owen will have one of the highest damage thresholds. I don't know if his damage itself will be great, because in the show we do see he misses every shot he takes, but he has some interesting abilities, such as the fact that he can throw urine on himself, and this will
just call it piss, bro.
And hopefully in the game, this will act as a camouflage effect and maybe something to do with noise, where like he doesn't make any noise when he takes steps in this mode.
He's a tank support kind of thing. He's got the highest health pool out of the entire cast by far. Damage, not great. He's got mild support options, but really he's used as a meat shield.
Yeah, I imagine he's better when he's supported by a DPS over just being his own alpha male.
Owen is the Sigma.
Yeah, I was gonna say he is the alpha male.
Put fucking Ripper in as a DLC character as a costume or something.
That would be some shit they do. They would put Ripper as DLC.
Okay, so we got like one move for we have his main fire. He's slow speed, high health. His secondary is like fucking piss. What is his tertiary attack? His melee, if you will.
He farts.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to go much deeper than that.
It does a poison effect and a blinding effect.
8 seconds of bleed. Okay.
Like it could make a fog that only Owen can see through, and his teammates.
That's stupid. All right. Support.
It's great. It's such Owen material.
That is Owen. Alright, for support, best character, Justin.
Yeah,
now,
Justin is only going to have one ability.
He's got one main ability. I mean, he's got his pea shooter. He's got, you know, a mirror for a deep, small amounts of melee damage. But his main
ability... His mirror could give him, like, slight healing effect.
Maybe he taunts, he, like, heals himself and everyone around him. Something like that.
Yeah, in a small radius.
Yeah. But his main active support is going to be, like, debuffing the enemy team. Mostly through, like... slowness, or like getting everybody to focus on him through his looks. Obviously that makes more sense in like player versus enemy type deal, but for like player versus player, maybe it inflicts a small stun effect on the characters.
Yeah, like kind of like McCree from Overwatch in one of his flash bombs or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah, like a flashbang style effect where it just like floods this. I haven't played Overwatch, so I don't know exactly what you're referencing.
Basically, it's just like a stun grenade. You just throw it and they get stunned for half a second, and you can attack.
Maybe there's like a flashbang that like blinds the players, but it's just like pictures of Justin flashing across the screen. Maybe like
it's
camera flashes.
It's kind of like Toy Chica from Custom Night.
No. That's Funtime Chica or whatever.
Yeah. You get me though.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're laying down. All right, I like that. So we got, in terms of health, I think he'd be like on the lower end for sure.
I think he'd be like slightly below average, and that's it.
Yeah. Speed, I think he's decently quick. I think he's one of the faster characters.
Yeah, I can see that.
Damage, weak. His healing capabilities are like around the average healer. His main support comes from his ability to stun and debuff enemies.
Yeah, that definitely suits Justin.
Is there a DPS character you want to think about?
A pure DPS? Honestly, Duncan.
Duncan, I like that. Alright, so where most characters have like one primary, one secondary, one melee, I think it could be interesting if Duncan has like multiple pools.
I think Duncan's playstyle will be mostly about trap setting when he's...
Traps, hit and run. But I feel like he should have like a grab bag of assortments. Like for a primary, you know, he's obviously got the same gun that everyone else has. But like secondaries, he could have like paintballs, paint explosives. He could have or paintballs.
Basically, his role is just to be the most chaotic member and to draw aggro from everybody else.
I wouldn't say the most chaotic member.
Yeah, obviously not. But
But
like,
I do imagine
he's meant to be controlled chaos.
So like he sets traps, whether it be like snares, mines, you know, stuff like that. His DPS pretty solid. His health pool on the lower end, again. I feel like he can definitely take a punch or two, but he's not going to be like tanking, you know?
Yeah, I'd imagine he'd be at like perfectly average health.
I think for his melee, he could have both the knife and the hook. Like, maybe like the hook does more damage and inflicts bleed, but it's got worse range than the knife, and you can like swap between them.
Yeah, I could see that. That would be a fun mechanic.
Like it's
like, hell, maybe that's a customization option.
maybe it's
Like
just,
you can decide if you want to be knife or hook.
yeah, TF2 style where they gave each character a couple weapons, or honestly, maybe it could just be like you swap between the two, like just like a slider.
If you pre-order the game, you get Psycho Killer Chef.
You pre-order the game, you get his chainsaw, and it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the
You
best
get
melee in the
Duncan,
game.
and you also get Duncan with a chainsaw too.
It's the best melee in the game and makes him the most strong character, but you can only get it from pre-ordering, and it'll
Yeah,
and it'll never appear again.
very true. Oh, we don't even have Chef on the. Oh, yes, we do. We have him.
Ooh, Chef.
Let's go.
Chef, I think he's another tank.
He
I
has
think
to
he's
be
a
a tank, dude.
tank DPS mix where Owen is more like tank support. Chef is tank DPS.
He isn't meant to be around anyone. He is just meant to be on his own.
Yeah, he's a one-man army, literally.
Yeah,
However,
that could literally be the like his tagline.
Chef, the one-man army. Owen, the party dude. Duncan, the delinquent. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, and then you could have like a little bio detailing their story and shit.
All right.
Like
Yeah,
like Dead by Daylight.
it's just like how they got pulled into the Entity's realm, but it's just Chris McClane.
Hell, Entity would be scared of Chris.
Truth nuke. Anyways, Chef, obviously, he's got to be really strong. I feel he has probably third most health in the game, right behind like DJ and Owen. Maybe Lashana
Oh yeah.
too.
Actually, I think DJ would have relatively low health to balance out the fact that he's so agile.
Real? I mean, yeah, he's kind of a sissy. Like, sure, in
okay.
build he's big, but like in the
Maybe if he goes in, maybe in regular mode he's the tank, but when he goes into deer mode he
supports,
loses his health.
and he turns into more of a support or like escape option.
Yeah, basically his deer mode is to escape situations.
Yeah. Hey, let's focus on Chef. So Chef,
Yeah, yeah.
so I think he's like probably strongest character in the game when he's on his own. However, with the team, he becomes like really, I don't want to say weak, but I want to say like there's a definite detriment, you know, like he gets buffed when he's on his own compared to
Maybe all of his attacks have AoE to the point where even his partners can be hit by them.
Yeah, friendly fire is not really fun in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, you got it.
Let's look at like what could be his moves first, and then we can decide like how strong he is alongside.
Hell,
that.
you know what his melee is. It's just
It's the chainsaw.
just
It's
him.
this. Oh, it's pure fists.
yeah. Did you see the way you went with Izzy, bro? He threw hands with her.
Dude, straight hands.
Hell, he did it twice.
Sick. You know, thinking about it, it might be worth it to have him as like a versus Saxton Hale type character. Have you ever played Team Fortress 2?
Can you tell me the code name of Saxon Hale?
Versus Saxton Hale. So basically, it's a game mode where you have like a bunch of enemy team, like a full enemy team versus one guy. And the one guy is by far the strongest character in the game. Like he can one or two shot basically everyone. He has like 3 special abilities, like he can fly, double jump, shit like that. You're going up against a character that's like faster, stronger, better than everyone else, and you can like barely survive with like 30 people.
Are you inferring that Chef should be like a Juggernaut game mode?
Yeah, like a Juggernaut game mode.
That's fair. I like that. I like that idea. Hell,
All
Chris
right.
could be the same way.
Yeah, we'll put him in his own special tier. We'll call it alternative game mode.
Yeah, this will just be like, you never played Overwatch, so I can't say it, but it's like it's gonna be a story kind of shit where you go up against Chef, Chris,
All right.
Blanley, Dawn.
All right. I guess we need to think of an alternative game mode thing versus Chef Hatchet. It's very derivative.
Hell, you could have a Halloween event where he's Psycho Chef.
Dude, that could be fun. Okay, so yeah, let's think of some abilities. Obviously, straight hands, fastest move in the game, strongest melee in the game by far.
I think you should have a grapple.
Like, he just, like, grabs someone, choke slams them into the ground.
Yeah, exactly. You get it.
I don't think he should have, like, a ranged attack option, or, like, a good one, you know? I feel like he should be, like, based around his speed and, like, getting up close and personal, you know?
Yeah, he should be one of the fastest characters in the game when he sprints.
Deadass, I think he's, like, faster than everyone, sans maybe Izzy, Lightning, if we include them, Joe, those types. Honestly, no, make him the fastest. It doesn't matter. He's got to be able to outpace everyone.
Yeah, bro.
If he's melee
I
only...
can just imagine you. It's like Invincible running from Thrag.
DJ, we gotta get out of here. This is base chef we're up against.
Who's the person who gets who's status in this situation?
Duncan.
Bro, did your goat dirty?
Hey, if I said anyone else, everyone would call me biased.
You know what? That's fair. You gotta throw your goat down once in a while.
So I feel like he has a secondary option where he like throws some sludge at people. You know.
He throws his cooking at them.
Yeah, and it like changes between like the various items from like Brunch of Disgustingness or just like various dishes seen across the show.
Hell, he could just throw a whole bucket of it down onto a ground and you can't go over that area.
I think it'd be fun if it's like a slow effect, you know? Like, I know slow effects aren't really great, but this is an alternative game mode. It's not like he's in there the entire time.
Since there are going to be melee options, I think that we should have a minor dash kind of thing set up where you can press a button to dash, like just to get a short bit of distance away.
Yeah, like a dash mechanic. It goes on cooldown for a couple minutes. Not minutes. Like,
yeah, just seconds.
Yeah, like 10, 15-second cooldown. It gives you like a quick burst of speed, kind of like old Dead Hard or like the fucking Invincible Showdown shit.
Yeah, it's just to escape bad situations.
All right. So now that we got basics out of the way, let's think of another character we could choose for this roster.
I actually have an idea for Beth.
Beth, okay, I like it. What's her role? DPS?
So she starts as support.
All right, she starts as support.
But as her team starts losing, she starts filling up a meter that's like her niceness meter, and when it cracks, she turns into a DPS. She stops being nice.
Oh, kind of like how she plays in like action, where she.
Yeah. Basically, her whole role will be just to survive until she wants to be the last one remaining on the team.
So what do you think her support options are? Because we want her to be strong, but we don't want it to be like you throw the game by picking her from the start, you know?
I imagine it's like a 25% buff to shooting speed and stuff.
Alright,
like
yeah.
That.
Brings shooting speed. Maybe she has like minor healing abilities, like with the basket of cookies.
She could grab the chips and stuff.
She like she brings barbecue chips, and if she gives
hell, that could be a side objective. You can steal chips from Chef's freaking Chow Hall and give them to your team to heal them and stuff.
That's something they could do. Okay, yeah.
But Chef is in there.
So you have to deal with like the strongest character in the game.
Yeah. The number one in the verse is guarding your healing items.
Alright, yeah, so, like, when her first teammate goes down, braces come off, and, like, now she gets, like, a blinding attack, or, like, a stun, kind of like Justin's. Then, second teammate falls, maybe she gets an increase, maybe she can start using the cookies on herself to fill up her own health bar. She's gotta have a decent amount of health and speed from the start.
Yeah, I'd imagine she'd be one of the tankier supports.
She's nowhere near like Owen level.
I actually watched the Paintball Deer Hunt episode over again. Beth was actually going to do some work if Heather didn't screw up.
Yeah, she was about to shoot DJ, right? I think.
She was about to shoot Sadie.
Sadie.
Which is still one more point than like everybody else gets on her team.
Okay, so
maybe she actually has good speed, good stealth, moderately good health for a support.
And then like all of her stats start to build up as her teammates go off around her, Soul Survivor style and Dead by Daylight.
Like maybe at the start, like her damage is one of the weakest in the game, but when one person goes down, it gets buffed. Then when another one goes down, it gets buffed. By the time that all of her teammates are dead, she finally reaches her true potential.
And it's like best DPS in the game, pretty much.
Yeah, I'd still say that like she would keep her health from the support, but I think she'd lose her stealth.
She'd lose stealth.
And any passive buffs she had, and potentially even her healing ability.
I feel like she should keep like a smaller amount of the healing ability, but it's like
yeah, I could see that. Like it's cookies this time, and she can run out.
Like when she has the chips, they're like infinite, but like when she gets the cookies, they heal more, but they're finite. You know?
Yeah, maybe she starts with chips. Maybe that's one of her passive abilities. She just starts with chips, so she can give it to somebody or eat them herself.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet, sweet. I guess we finally got to talk about him. What do you think DJ is?
I think he is a tank in regular modes, but he has one of the best
Support
escape
ability.
abilities in the games.
Honestly, maybe not even make him a support. Like, he's pure tank, except for, like, escaping, which he buffs himself.
Yeah, and escaping is not just a tank or escaping is not a class exclusive thing.
Like, you want to be able to fight in this game, but you also want to be able to get away just in case.
Yeah, exactly, because you don't only just win because you took out everybody else, you win based off time as well.
Yeah, I'd imagine these are pretty short matches.
Yeah, I'd imagine these would only be like 5-minute rounds.
Quick play style situation with, like, a lot of skill expression, you know?
I do think you would have like a minute at the start to build up for characters like Duncan,
Cameron,
other
if we get
characters
to
that
him like him.
yeah, other characters that get built up who will need to rely on a bunch of prep, as well as the fact that you could go into Chef's cabin immediately and try and raid it then in that minute. But
Alright.
once the minute is up, everybody has to fight.
There's got to be a reason to escape besides, like, you don't want to die. Like, I want the maps to be, like, decently big, but, like, if we're doing, like, maybe we do, like, 8v8,
Hell, maybe there's a
or, like, 10v10 for, like...
I could see that could be fun. 8v8 probably would be mine.
Yeah, because 5v5 is too little for, like, you're trying to stay alive, you know?
Yeah, 10v10 is too big, I think. Once we
Yeah.
start getting into those numbers, I don't think you can track every single person on the field, and it would just become chaotic.
That's cool, that's good to know. We'll have, like, a graphic on the side that explains all the rules as we go.
Yeah.
Cross out the ones, like, 5v5
I do
becomes
think as well
10v10.
it would be a cool game mechanic to have a immunity idol on every single map
Ooh, yeah, it's like...
that spawns in random locations across it.
Yeah.
And if you grab it, it's basically like a totem of undying.
Yeah, you can keep it, give it to your teammates, you know, something like that.
It'll protect you from one death.
So it'd be, like, really useful on a tank or support, DPS, maybe. But,
Yeah,
like...
it really depends on the situation. Like, give it to your support. Why not?
Alright, so DJ's mechanics. Obviously, he's got the standard paint gun that everyone has. He's got a phase transition. I'd like to think of it as kind of like Bonk from Team Fortress 2, where, like, you drink it, you turn invulnerable, but it only lasts a short amount of time, and you can't shoot anyone. You know?
That is very fitting for DJ, like, especially since he's already a pacifist.
And, like, once you come out of it, you get, like, debuffs. Like, you're slowed, or maybe in DJ's case, you would take more damage, you know?
What if he has this, like, minor thing where the more people he takes out, the more, like, the less
Conscious-
damage he does?
Because he feels bad or something? Like,
Yeah.
We call it, like, the mama meter.
Yeah.
Like, he's
And
a very...
if his mama meter fills up all the way, he quits.
That'd be a really stupid mechanic, and I love it.
Maybe
he
it would
had,
only
like,
activate if you killed, like, 4 of the...
of the 8 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to imagine he's got, like, a dash grab where he can, like, protect his teammates, you know, like
Yeah.
the one fucking
He's one
Superman
of-
gif.
Yeah, but he's one of the most hard tanks to take out, so I feel like it's a balancing thing, you know, like, yeah, you're one of the best tanks, but you can't just win on your own.
Yeah, you're not strong in terms of, like, damage. Like, he's got a very weak output of damage. He does too much damage. He quits, but, like, he can protect his support, man. He can tank.
Yeah, he's the most tank support of like any of the tank supports. If you were his primary weapons are just meant to be used to defend.
He's got, like, maybe since, like, it's known he plays football, maybe there's, like, maybe he gets, like, a...
Shoulder tackle.
Yeah, he's got, like, a tackle. Maybe he can, like, put on some gear, and that gives him a bit of extra health. But he's only got, like, a couple uses of it before it runs out.
Yeah, I'm putting DJ up against fucking Gwen.
Alright, speaking of Gwen.
Gwen is going to be the biggest support or DPS character out of all the DPS characters. I imagine her ability will be, like, solely based around her stealth abilities, and her whole entire playstyle is to just not be seen and take people out while they aren't seeing her.
So, like a pick class, like Spy from Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, basically. High damage threshold, like, big margin for error.
Yeah, very high skill ceiling. Probably, like, one of the weakest classes in the game when you're bad at them. Like, very high skill floor.
Yeah, but when you're good at her, she'll feel like the Mary Sue she was in the show.
You're gonna go on this tangent again, aren't you?
Hey, I only believe it for Island Gwen.
Alright, fine. Anyways, yeah, so primary, same gun as everyone else pretty much.
I imagine she can aim down her sights as well, which gives her a damage boost.
Ooh, I like that. Secondary, I think, is like maybe some kind of invisibility kind of maneuver, you know?
I imagine she'd have her own healing ability as well, where she'd start drawing and it would heal her, but it'd leave her totally vulnerable.
Yeah, it's like you have to like sit down, you heal while you're doing it. Maybe you refill your cloak meter.
I imagine you can also use it with the cloak.
And if you used it with the cloak, I feel like it would make more sense if you like drain cloak faster than you regain it. So
Oh
you
yeah,
can't just
yeah.
camp and do it.
That's a good balancing measure. Like you can use it while you're drawing, but the cloak will disappear way faster.
Or maybe it's like you heal less health while you do it. So like you're in a safer position and you can activate it whenever in case you need to like start hiding, but you're losing returns whenever you're cloaked and drawing.
And by the way, what I'm envisioning for invisibility is not like total 100% opacity. It's more like
Wraith Dead by Daylight, where if you're standing
yeah,
still,
yeah.
If you're standing still, you're completely invisible, but if you're moving, you got like the blurries.
Yeah, that's what I'm envisioning.
And then for melee, I feel like she should have like the highest damage melee based on like her get in, get out kind of gameplay.
Yeah,
Maybe
her
she like
finisher is just her kick.
Maybe it's like she stabs with the pencil when she's in the back, like Spy Team Fortress 2.
What about her kick she used on the killer?
Maybe that's like a secondary for like the front.
that should be like a one-hit kill, but it's like super hard to land.
The world's craziest face stab. Alright. Well, we are running low on supports. Who do you think else could be a support in our roster so far? What about Cody? I feel like Cody could be a decent support.
Yeah, as the main hunter. His whole thing is just to gather blueberries.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like maybe he's really quick, really agile, but really low health, you know? Kind of like a scout type.
Oh yeah, he's super fast, super agile. His whole thing is about helping the team, giving them blueberries and stuff.
Stuff like that. Maybe he like boosts damage too. Maybe he like increases speed. What if there's like a mode where it's like he's at 1 health, a bear comes out of nowhere, and it's kind of like
I already imagine there to be wild animals as enemies in this game.
Oh, okay.
So
Maybe,
like it's gonna be another threat along with Chef in his mess hall.
would it be,
Which I imagine is Chef's whole thing is like if you are in his mess hall, he will attack you. If you shoot him outside the mess hall, he will attack you. If you're just outside of it, he won't go after you.
hello neighbor. Maybe like Cody, whenever he gets to like 1 health, he gets his fucking wheelchair mode. He's just like in a full body cast in a wheelchair.
He just has a bell on the end. He can.
Oh my! He can like explode it like Duncan or Izzy can attach like paint balloons to it, and it's like a kamikaze.
So we're gonna have an
attack.
elaborate freaking Breaking Bad reference as his ultimate.
It's his second phase. So main attack, he's got a pea shooter, you know. Like I'm imagining like instead of everybody having the same gun, maybe like the DPS will have a kind of gun, the tanks will have a kind of gun, and the supports will have a kind of gun.
Yeah,
like,
I can see that. Like tanks have much more heavier weapons, heavier paintball guns.
DPS have like the standard ones in the show, and then like supports only got like a tiny like pistol.
They have a pistol.
Secondary is like the blueberries, stuff like that. Maybe.
What if Cody in his
shifts.
wheelchair mode he shifts to having the DPS's gun because his movement goes down so badly?
Yeah, slowest character in the game, loudest character in the game.
You could still use your dash with him though.
You can still dash though. And he has like a melee, and it's just like him driving into you.
Yeah, it's always a knockdown.
And it's like it throws the opponents on their ass. It it puts them into like brief hit stun.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so fucking stupid.
I'm trying to think about something about like his tech abilities that he shows, but it's like he's not even the best tech one in his own show.
Yeah, maybe
Like nothing he does is his best in the show.
maybe he has like candy that he can hand out. Maybe he's like better at like foraging for like chips and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like he has natural better foraging abilities, which is why you'd send him out to get blueberries and stuff, because he gets like more, like 50% more than everybody else would get.
He has like a dodgeball like saved up, and he can like throw it. It's like he's got like he can like rub it
That
on
would
his
be a
shirt,
neat
and
ability. That would be a
like,
neat ability.
It's like heat seeking. Maybe he does like the same thing, but for like a paintball balloon. Like he can pick one of those up, rub it across his chest, throw it, and it's like heat seeking.
I imagine it is beating. It can be beaten by just like
Shooting it
good
before it gets to you.
pathing as well as shooting it. Yeah.
But yeah,
like if you're just running back and forth without any thing to like stop it, then yeah, you're just gonna get hit.
You can like duck and cover it. Okay.
Basically like a red shell, how you defeat that.
Okay, I like Cody. Melee, obviously he could just drive into you as the wheelchair. Maybe he like uses his fists. He has like a
I think
sucker
you should
punch.
have the weakest melee in the game.
Except for against
despite
Duncan,
the world tour feat.
Exclusively against Duncan, it does like an average damage, but like versus everyone else, it's like does 2 damage.
That'd be so funny if each character had like weird matchups like that.
It could be fun, like, you know, Courtney does extra damage to Duncan and Justin.
Yeah,
and Gwen.
Duncan does less damage to Courtney.
But he does extra damage to like Chef or fucking who else would he do good damage? Alejandro or
It's never gonna reach a point where it's like you can decide a match just based off the matchup sheets, but like
it's like a fun little thing.
It's a fun
like,
fan service shit.
Yeah, like the fucking weird cosmetic boost for like the Alien Scout and the Alien Pyro in Team Fortress 2, where like Pyro does a little bit of extra flamethrower damage.
Hell, you could have like Harold having extra agility against Owen,
or Duncan being able to deal more damage to Harold, something like that.
You could even have them like if you lock onto someone together, you could have them share voice lines with each other.
I like the voice lines idea. All right, who's next?
How about we bring in a natural tank? That's easy to talk about. Let's just talk about Eva.
Eva, obviously, basically the best tank DPS.
I think she should have the best melee in the game by far.
Yeah,
but
with the
issue
exception
is
of
she's
Seth
slow.
Hatchet, of course. I don't even think that it's just like she's slow. I think she's got like pretty average running speed. It's just like in the show she's fast, but I feel like we need to get rid of that to like.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like to balance it out, like she should have really strong melee, but the issue is it's very hard to hit.
Maybe her like shooting abilities like really weak too.
Yeah, like get rid of the speed thing. Your whole thing as Eva is you want to be up close to them.
You are a melee focused character.
Besides that though, she has probably one of the highest health pools in the game.
Yeah,
with
only,
rage
like,
boosts as well, giving her more power.
She does like extra damage against like the wildlife specifically. Maybe she can like pick up like the wildlife and use them as like throwables, or maybe like in Sasquatch and Aqua's case, like extra armor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like that could be a fun hidden boss on the map, like Sasquatch and Aqua as well as Chef. And if you beat them both, you get an exclusive item. Where with Sasquatch and Aqua, it's his armor, and with Chef, it's like his hatchet.
Yeah, I feel like that might be a bit like too much if we're doing like 5-minute rounds.
Yeah.
But maybe it could be like a fun exclusive cosmetic, like. There's a challenge where it's like, beat Sasquatch and Aqua as Eva, and you get like the Sasquatch and Aqua boot and hat, or like beat Chef Hatchet as Duncan, and you get like the mask you can wear.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that these cosmetics should like should change the characters in minor ways.
They're like minor stat boosts, but minor stat like drawbacks. Like maybe Duncan gets like the chainsaw as like a thing, and it's like slightly better, but like
I think
like
his stealth should go down with the chainsaw.
Yeah, so like he makes a lot more noise and stuff, but it does a lot more damage.
Yeah,
and
so he becomes more of a
his...
DPS focus rather than the setup Duncan that we know.
Yeah, more hit and run. Eva just takes more health, but maybe moves slower.
Yeah, that could work.
I feel like she should have a good dash, but like okay running speed, you know?
I think her weapon should just be weak as a whole, and I think that to round her out, she has a rage mechanic where the closer she is to death, the more power she gains in her melee, to the point where like in her last 10% she could practically beat you with one punch.
What's her secondary? Maybe she has like I don't want to give her a projectile. I don't want to do that. Maybe like she's got like dumbbells or something.
Maybe it's
like
throwing out a canoe.
She throws like a stick and it like
she throws a stick like the one she threw at Courtney.
maybe she like reps a couple weights and then gets a minor DPS boost for a little bit.
Oh, that could be fun.
Next character, someone who wasn't here in the show but I feel like would make a great addition. Izzy, probably like John DPS over here.
I imagine she'd actually have a moveset slightly similar to Chef in terms of like melee.
Like she's very quick, very agile.
I think she'd also have a tranquilizer gun.
It doesn't like actually knock anyone out, but it does like slow effect or whatever.
Yeah, I think it would have a slow effect, as well as the fact that she would probably have one of the, I don't know, would it be like a sporadic DPS weapon?
Maybe she only has like everything she has is like temporary. Like she has a lot of stuff, but like it runs out super quickly. So like maybe she has like less.
She has 7 bullets. Yeah, she turned into Aaron Ryan.
Oi, you got cheeseburgers in those gloves? Oh
my sister is harder than you, Mac.
So yeah, she's like very quick, very sporadic. I was thinking about this.
Maybe she has a teleport ability?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to just shut it down, but nah.
Nah.
I was
Fine, we're
thinking
giving that to Dave.
Dave teleports. That's just a thing he does now.
Yeah, after his time with marrying Bling Bear on the island.
I was thinking early on maybe she has like a phase shift, like she plays as either Izzy, Kaleidoscope, Explosivo, or Brainzilla.
Ooh, that could be a fun gimmick. She can, like, pre-mic being added, that could be a fun gimmick. Like, you switch between which one you want. Izzy is the best at sheer movement.
Yeah, great at movement. Okay damage, very quick, very agile. Brainzilla has a lot more, like, all of her stuff is a lot more expansive, but she moves slower, she's less agile, but she's
Yeah,
got...
I could see that, like, she opens up her inventory more.
Explosivo, everything that explodes she does, like, way more damage. She's a lot more chaotic, but she's got, like, less traction or something.
I imagine to balance it out, she would have less ammo as a whole, but her weapon strength is way stronger, as well as her melee strength going down.
There's not really much for Kaleidoscope, we just combine her with Izzy.
What did Kaleidoscope do, Doug?
She's just Izzy. It's just Izzy's excuse to come back to the island. Because we all know Izzy isn't crazy. This is just canon.
Yeah, so she can go from, like, Izzy, Explosivo, and Brainzilla.
What exactly is her playstyle? She's got, like, obviously, DPS gun. Then maybe as, like, a secondary, she can, like, shoot out other weapons. Like, if she picks up blueberries, instead of, like, using them to heal, she uses them as weapons, and they shoot faster, or, like, you know, something like that. Like, everything that usually happens, something different does. Like, instead of healing items, healing them, she shoots them out. Instead of, like, increasing damage, it increases, like, speed. Instead of, like, it's crazy.
I imagine to balance it out, like, she has one of the lowest health pools out of any DPS.
By far. Like, I know in the
It
game...
goes along with her lore, too.
I know in the game, not the game, the show, she has, like, one of the highest pain tolerances, but, like...
Does she?
I mean, yeah,
like, if we actually look at what she's... Okay, I can't use those feats because I'm remembering, like, the Triple Dog Dare... Or not the Triple Dog Dare, the Say Uncle challenge, and she
fucking
lasted far into that one. But then I look at, like, the chef fights, and she gets taken out by, like, one good punch.
Yeah, but then she usually just, like, falls back. Then she, like, gets up immediately
Yeah,
afterwards.
you could
like,
easily say she's just kind of throwing for entertainment here.
And we'll just say, like, she has, like, a very low health pool, but she's, like, very fast and has, like, a lot of options to balance it out. For, like, secondaries, I can see, like, explosive traps. I can see her having, like, a lot of, like, balloon-type deals. Maybe, like, what's other things that Izzy uses? Like, she pulls out, like, the fuck-ass paint gun that she had against, what was it, Alien Chef or whatever?
Heck, maybe Brainzilla's whole thing is she copies another partner's second ability.
Ooh, like she just gets to steal an attribute or whatever? Like she could steal Owen's piss?
Yeah.
Let's see, what's a support? I think a fun support that most people wouldn't think of is, like, Jeff. I feel like Jeff could be a great support.
Yeah, Jeff is, like, a natural leader as well. He tried to rally them in episode 1, or episode 2.
He's got, like, boost morale, maybe, like, that does extra damage. Maybe he, like, battalions backups where people take less damage when he's around. I don't see him as, like, a healing kind of support. I see him more, like, as a gives buffs kind of support.
I would imagine he's also one of the few, like, supports that can be a DPS if he wants to, which is keeping him from being useless compared to, like, Cody or Justin or Beth.
I mean, Beth starts out kind of weak, but she gets stronger as she goes.
Ironically, she has an opposite effect where the more her team dies, the less good of a support she is, and she becomes a better DPS.
His primary, obviously, gonna be, like, a paintball gun. Maybe he can, like, have the pea shooter early on, and then, like...
Maybe he can take off his pants to show them his cool tat.
He's got, like, his ass tat.
Yeah, he just takes them off to stun the opponent.
It's like a minor stun. Maybe he can, like, pick up weapons off the ground, you know, get kind of crafty with it.
Resourceful. Resourceful Jeff.
He has, like, the splinter debuff.
He gets a...
No, I was gonna mean, like, he gives people splinters on the other team.
Just because of that feat, I'm like inclined to say he has one of the lower health amounts.
I mean, yeah, in the Say Uncle challenge, he lasted to 9.9999999 seconds.
Whatever, it's not 10.
Yeah, so I think he's got, like, low health, but he, like, builds others up around him. I'd say he's probably on, like, the weaker support, but he does damage, you know?
Yeah, I imagine it's like, he has enough support abilities to be categorized as a support, but he works way better as a DPS who's doing support abilities. Bro is ranking them in terms of favorites.
No elimination order.
Oh.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Lashana. I feel like Lashana could be a tank.
I want to say yes, but I'm trying to think of like, never mind. Like, I'm trying to. I was looking at tanks and I was like, well, there's a high bar here for character, and then I saw Eva, and it was like, nope, never mind. Behavior does not matter towards being a tank.
Exactly. It's not even just about like size, it's about like pain tolerance threshold, you know, stuff like that. Like, I feel like physically smaller characters can still be tanks, you know?
Yeah, what could Lashana's tank abilities be though?
Let's see.
Besides the fact that, you know, you have the basic, I think she would be one of the more DPS leaning tanks.
Yeah. Like, not full Eva, but, you know, still deals damage.
Eva's the most tank.
No.
She just tanks damage to get one punch in.
Alright, let's see. Maybe Lashana has like a self-healing ability, like with the brownies or whatever.
She can steal the brownies.
She's like, she does better against Chef than most other competitors.
She can do the role she did against Chef.
I think she could be like, she's definitely on the slower end, but she's definitely agile, you know? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'd imagine like her dash recovers faster. That could be one of her main passive abilities.
Yeah, she's got a faster dash, goes farther, but her base speed is on the lower end. We know she's at least slower than Heather.
Yeah, her stealth also wouldn't be that good, as I don't imagine a lot of
tanks would be.
Yeah, besides maybe DJ in his other mode, but
melee, I think she just uses hands. Pure unfiltered hand. Maybe she's like the biggest all-arounder in the cast. Like, she's a support, she's a DPS, and she's kind of a tank.
You know what, that actually fits her very well, but she leans towards tank in terms of just pure health pool.
Yeah. Like, maybe the brownie board doesn't just heal her, but it heals others. Maybe she provides, like, DPS boosts to characters around her. She lifts others up.
Yeah, I could imagine the brownies being a choice as well. Like, you can either split it or eat it all by yourself. If you just eat it all, then you get, like, a major health boost.
It's like basically.
But it also takes longer.
It's basically a full health regen.
Yeah, but you'll be vulnerable while you have them.
Like Sandwich from Team Fortress 2.
Basically, yeah. You got it.
Yeah. Alright, what's a character we can think of a good moveset potential for? Offer it.
Let's just do Trent.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Let's
great moveset potential.
Out of here.
Support, I'm guessing?
Yeah, support. Basically, what I was thinking was that when he plays his music, the other team can't fire for a set amount of time.
It's not really fun taking away other people's agency in games, though.
Like, it can be both teams, and it's just meant to give his team time to escape.
It's just a stall maneuver.
Yeah, it's basically just done so that your team can escape if they are low on health.
Trent just becomes like a pain magnet.
He plays his music, and it shuts everybody up.
Alright.
He says, guys, this isn't us. I feel a song coming on.
Heather in the corner tapping her foot. Oh, what the hell?
Maybe you can just teleport someone to him with his music.
Oh my god.
Listen, we're pulling from nothing, bro.
Yeah, his melee is just his guitar, and if he uses it, it breaks. But
and he can't use it for his abilities anymore.
Oh my gosh. And, like, it does more damage in its broken state than it did originally, but he loses some of his support abilities. There's gotta be something with the 9 there. Maybe he can, like, get branded with the letter G.
Maybe there's, like, every single thing. If he does 9 of it, he gets a major boost.
Yeah, maybe, like the 9th hit.
If he teleports 9 teammates, he can just do one quad pull.
If he hits with his melee 9 times, the 9th one is a crit.
Yeah, if he shoots someone 9 times, same thing. If he uses, like, his whole thing is just 9.
But do you think it, like, resets, or do you think he only gets, like, one
I
of
think
those?
I think it resets.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't think it would be fun if, you know, he just loses everything.
Alright. Let's think of another DPS. And when I think of a DPS right now, I'm thinking of Heather. I feel like Heather could be a great DPS.
Interesting. I did have an ability, and it would be to summon, like, a puppet to shoot for her.
It's not like Lindsay or Beth, but it's like a mannequin of them, and it just, like, does it.
Yeah.
It's like a little turret that goes down and lasts for a set amount of time, then it goes away.
Heather just, like, tells them to shoot them, and then Beth is just like, aye, Captain. Heather, I think that would be one of her abilities, kind of similar to the engineer.
It's like a mini turret at best.
Yeah, exactly. It's a mini turret. I'm trying to think as well. She should be one of the more agile DPS to go along with the fact that she skates by every elimination.
Maybe she has better odds of, like, knowing where the immunity idol is. than like everyone else.
That could be a fun ability. Like she gets a
Tracker
she
or
gets
something.
she gets a circle on her map of where it spawned at on the map.
Maybe like when she uses it, she doesn't just like come back. She gets a bit of overheal, a bit of a damage buff too.
That could be fun. Like she gets a real buff from it.
So maybe she gets more use out of it than everyone else. That could be cool. Damage.
Yeah, she should.
Should be pretty.
While
standard.
everybody else gets like a 50% health regen after, or 50% health after using it, she gets the full 100.
All right, yeah,
and
yeah.
a damage buff.
Hell, maybe like a speed increase too, like just
Yeah.
completely.
You could even give her like a line that she uses when she uses it.
Oh look, an invincibility pass or whatever.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
I always come back.
SpongeBob boy.
I was going for Springtrap, but yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of the fucking Springtrap versus Mr. Krabs rap battle. SpongeBob boy, yeah, what's his deal? I think he likes
Ironically,
kids.
Springtrap is probably the lesser evil.
Oh my gosh, he made that motherfucker unwatch a movie.
Exactly, bro.
I think it'd be fun if, like, when she gets, like, really low, she has, like, a rage mechanic where she goes, like, completely bald. She becomes, like, faster, more agile, but she takes more damage, and she does more damage, you know?
Basically a glass cannon on it as her last.
It's like a last
stand.
stand. Yeah. Maybe she even, like, can see the other enemy players, too. Like, heat-seeking.
I imagine it would just be, like, for a split, like, 3 seconds of visibility of seeing where everybody is on the map.
Yeah, right. Like, right
Because you don't want everybody to have, you don't want her to have wall hacks the entire game.
Yeah. I mean, it's only when she's just, like, right about to die.
But yeah, you could do calm callouts though to the rest of the team and stuff if you could always see.
Dude, there's a Blanley on your left. There's a Blanley on your left.
Because you know what Heather's whole entire thing would be? She'd just go to the wildlife, get damaged enough to activate the rage mechanic, and then she just tell comps to everybody else.
Who next? Who's next?
Sierra could be a tank.
Yeah, I feel like Sierra can be a tank. I feel like she plays really well with Cody's support specifically. Like, they're definitely, like, a duo type. Like, if you have one, you want to have the other. I see her having, like, a pretty weak, like, shooting, but, like, very good melee, too. She's probably, like, the fastest tank in the game.
Yeah. While others have better health pools, Sierra is more bent around the damage part of being a tank.
She maybe also benefits more from the supports, specifically
Maybe
Cody.
she could do a grapple as well.
Maybe she can, like, physically attach a support to her, kind of like the, like, tied-up thing, you know?
Yeah, which is why she does so well with Cody as well.
Secondary abilities, maybe she can, like, glaze Chris, and that gets, like, a supply drop or whatever.
It should be a random chance. You can either get, like, ammo, you can get ability boosts, you can get...
If you get unlucky, Chris gets pissed about it, and, like, your location gets revealed. But even then, you can use that for you if you want to, like, really go ham.
Yeah, that could be really funny. Like, Chris just basically sends down the equivalent of a middle finger.
Just like Scuba Bear gets sent down.
Yeah.
Sir, they sent in Scuba Bear.
That should be the really unlucky one. He just sends in Bling Bear.
Melee, fists. Secondary, Glaze Chris. Passive, she benefits from support. Who's next?
Yeah, and she can... Her basic ability is just to tie a support to her, which is why it would help with Cody, because you can just run around the map with Cody.
Maybe, like, increases his range so he can still, like, forage, even with Sierra messing about.
Yeah, I can see that. And I imagine Sierra gets a speed boost as well, because Cody's already one of the fastest supports, but I think it would suit her for her to get, like, a speed boost whenever there's a support tied to her.
Specifically Cody. Like, increase
it's an extra, like, 10% with Cody.
Maybe, like, when Cody's on the opposite team, she does less damage to Cody specifically.
Her entire voice lines just talk about saving Cody from the other team.
Alright, who's next? I feel like there's a fairly major character we haven't talked about yet.
Courtney?
Courtney. I feel like Courtney is... I feel like Courtney is...
I was gonna say either tank or DPS.
I feel like she's a DPS, but she's got, like, one of the higher health pools, you know, of the DPS.
Yeah. I imagine she's, like, one of the most DPS there are.
Yeah, I feel like she has great damage, great speed, great agility, great health. I feel like she's just all around one of the best characters for, like, straight up DPS. But maybe she doesn't play as well with others. Like, maybe she gets,
yeah,
like,
maybe that's her main drawback. She's so perfect being herself that she doesn't really mesh with anyone.
Yeah, like, maybe I don't want to, like, weaken other characters around her, but maybe, like, she gets, like, less from support, or maybe, like, after a certain time or a certain amount, she just stops taking stuff from the support.
Yeah, I could totally see that being one of her drawbacks. She gets less from supports.
She occasionally refuses, stuff like that. Primary, obviously the gun. Secondary, I could see like a PDA being used. I don't want to give her like buffs because she's already going to be strong, but
Her third ability is very similar to Sierra's, but it's calling her lawyers.
it's like a one-time use, and it's
Yeah.
like guaranteed to be a positive effect. Maybe it's like maybe it's just like a small health pack or whatever.
Yeah, well, Sierra's is always random.
Is that like her PDA ability where she calls her?
Yeah, I'd imagine it to
Alright,
be.
that's her secondary. Melee. Part of me just wants to say straight hands again.
Yeah, like, I feel like most of these characters you could just say straight hands, and
Straight
it wouldn't
hand.
be wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So yeah, straight hands, all that. Does a lot of damage. Maybe I don't think she has a rage meter despite it. I think she's just always mad.
Yeah, I just, maybe she just gets more mad, like, aesthetically as the game goes on, but it doesn't actually
Like a
do anything.
I want to incorporate singing in some way. You know, it's one of her like lesser known defining.
Yeah, maybe
characters.
maybe I was thinking of having that being part of her princess outfit.
Maybe it slightly changes her up, so instead of the PDA, she gets the singing boost, which
Yeah.
reveals her location to everybody, team and against, but also gives her like a small health increase, small damage increase compared to like
Gives
just...
damage buffs compared to her whole team.
Yeah, I feel like giving damage buffs to her whole team would be kind of broken.
Bro, did you see how Harold was motivated after that? After listening to that song?
My prince will eat lots of hot dogs. She becomes slightly more support focused in the princess outfit, but she's still like...
Yeah, but she loses like her PDA or some shit.
And maybe she has like still limited uses like 3 or 4 times compared to the PDAs just once.
Yeah.
So I feel like next guy we got to talk about is John Total Drama.
He's gonna have one of the lowest health pools in the entire game. He may actually have the lowest.
I know
Besides, actually, one person might beat him out.
And it's fucking Cody or Noah.
No, yeah, it's Noah.
Obviously very low, very agile though.
Very fast, very agile.
Very fast.
Low strength.
I think he has like the fastest running speed out of like everyone from Gen 1.
I could see that. I could easily see that. I imagine one of his abilities is just auto dodge.
So like he like can auto dash or auto dodge, just like...
Yeah, like if he gets
anything
like for a
besides, like...
short duration, anything that would hit him doesn't.
Yeah. Maybe he has like some like bullshit Steve's camp of some kind. Like maybe for his like secondary he's got like Magic Steve's Magic Camp that gives him like a deck of cards that he can like use as like ninja stars or projectiles. Maybe he's got like Ninja Steve's nunchucking camp where he gets like a better melee.
I imagined his melee would just be the nunchucks.
Yeah, actually I like that more. Maybe he just has like a lot of options, but like...
Maybe if he misses the nunchucks, he hits himself.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's funny. You want him to be like, he's got very low base strength. Like his gun doesn't do much damage, so you have to like utilize his abilities if you want him to be good.
I imagine he's like a very much joke character, but he has a legitimate skill ceiling.
I like his secondaries all being like a rabbit in a hat type deal.
Yeah,
Just,
like it's kind of like, who's that guy in Smash?
Mr. Humanwatch?
Sora, I think.
Hero?
The one who can cycle between
Oh, you're
his
thinking
attacks
Hero.
and stuff. I imagine that would be what Harold would be like with his camp guides.
Yeah.
Or the Knight from Dead by Daylight.
Alright, yeah, I could see something like that.
Just not in, sending people out, just in terms
Yeah.
of utility.
I'm thinking of like the one Thrag image and he's sending out a bunch of people named Steve towards the... Fly, my Steves! They're all just different Steves.
It's Steve from Minecraft.
Jack Black.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Carell. Next up, Lindsay. We gotta have Lindsay.
I wanted to talk about Bridget first, just to get her out of the way.
Hey, let's talk about Bridget and get her out of the way. Support.
The hell are we gonna do with Bridget, dog?
Oh my gosh.
She's liked by everyone and she's good at sports.
Dude, you're so right. I'm thinking support, definitely. Maybe she's got like good mobility. Maybe she can like summon waves. I know that's kind of a bit cartoony, but we gotta mention the surfing somehow.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way we can incorporate. That could be a thing. She just rides a wave and then slams her surfboard into you.
Her surfboard's the melee.
Yeah.
What if she's like good with like the animals? Like you remember how Bruno the bear she like kind of captivated? Maybe she can do something like that. Like maybe with bears specifically, she can like
Bruno just like blonde women.
Yeah, so like maybe Bruno, she has like a Bruno attack where she can use him, where he's like she basically just summons the bear once, and it's like a tank with a set amount
What
of
if her
health.
melee is the pole?
Ooh. What if that's like a healing option she has? Like she gets stuck to a pole, but it also heals her up. So it like greatly reduces her mobility, but greatly increases her health pool.
Yeah, and it's kind of like Gwen's where she becomes static.
What
We
buffs does
haven't
she get
explained why she's a support though. Like this is all DPS kind of stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, she might just be a better DPS than we gave her credit.
Yeah, maybe like Jeff is meant to buff Bridget.
Specifically.
Yeah, because that wave attack, you know, where she does that could be buffed by Jeff and his damage buffs.
What if she's like really clumsy too? So like maybe like
All of her, if she misses like her attacks, she should be given lots of
she like what's it called, in lag or whatever.
yeah, and lag.
So that we just kind of made her a platform fighter character. Oh my gosh.
I this isn't a thing if she just shoots.
Maybe she has got like less accuracy than everyone else. Like,
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, something
I
like
imagine.
that.
I imagine she has less accuracy when she blind fires. If she looks down sights, you can aim it better.
All right, Lindsay. What do we do with Lindsay? I kind of want to make her a DPS. I feel like she's a Jane DPS.
I'm thinking about it. And what if she has? But like, if we ever added an Admiral Lindsay, I think she should go up to tank.
Honestly, maybe Admiral Lindsay is kind of like the base version of the game. Like she like
That could
starts
be
off
really fun.
She starts off as Lindsay, and then as the game goes on, she develops into like Admiral Lindsay. So she loses some of her like damage dealing ability, but she like
Yeah, it could be very similar to Beth, where they both transform the less people are on the team.
yeah, like maybe like when Lindsay loses teammates, she becomes more of a tank. She gives like support buffs too, so she kind of like splits off from like her basic role and becomes like a tank support.
She can give a speech that motivates.
If I leave tonight, I won't blame anybody but myself. And also Beth.
You remembered something from Action?
Look, man, I rewatched Action recently. It's not as good as I felt like it's gonna be. Like everyone talks about it like oh, it's not like the best when you're a kid, but when you rewatch it as an adult, it's like really good. And it's like no, it's just boring most of the time. Like a lot of the character
Way
stuff.
way too many dead air episodes.
Yeah, like I'm okay with a non-elimination episode, dude. Brunch of Disgustingness is like one of my favorites in the original Island, which is hot take, I know. But still, I just I'm not,
Tell me one thing that episode 14 of Action does to progress the plot.
I don't even know which one that is. You're gonna have to like say the name.
The prehistoric one. Yeah, it's one episode before the merge. Or one episode before the sports challenge.
Heather cuts off a little bit of Courtney's hair. This has massive ramifications for the rest of the franchise.
You see, Heather would have actually been even in a better spot if she didn't steal Courtney's hair. Duncan wouldn't cheated on Courtney if Courtney's hair wasn't uneven.
But if Duncan never cheated on Courtney, then Heather would have been eliminated in World Tour, like very, very quickly. So honestly, it's one of her
So
best
would
strategic
Tyler,
decisions.
to be honest.
It's one of her best strategic decisions in the entire franchise.
Long games.
The long game went crazy in Action.
Just for that, Heather moves up to God tier. She is not sanctioned by any class rule.
All right, yeah. So like Lindsay starts off as a pretty basic DPS. Her melee is what would her melee be?
Lindsay?
Yeah, like what would her melee be?
I imagine it'd be very comedic with just her like doing light slaps.
Bleh, bleh, bleh.
That's still damage.
But very small amounts. Then her secondary and basic is just like her grape soda, and it's like a small speed boost or health boost or whatever.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then like when she becomes a tank, Admiral Lindsay, instead of having the grape soda and the slap attack, she gets like the baton thing or whatever she had. You know what I mean, like the pointer stick thing. And then for her secondary, she like gives like a rallying cry that like mildly increases health, mildly increases speed, mildly increases damage. You know, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
You're picking up when I'm putting it down.
Picking up what you're putting down. All right, and I think this is our base roster, pretty
What the
much.
fuck? Bro
Hey.
is putting Tyler as DLC. This is the Invincible versus Immortal situation.
I'm gonna put Justin and Izzy down to DLC. Actually, you just get. This is just when I say DLC, I mean like Marvel Rivals style, where it's like.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like we were talking about. Okay, here's the season pass, guys. You have to
Yeah.
pay for each character individually. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is our base roster right here.
Why are there so many DPS?
I mean, technically, if you're thinking about it, Lindsay becomes a tank later on. But
You're right. Beth becomes a DPS.
Yeah, you're right. But still, like, it's just like everyone who was there in the actual episode.
I'm trying to think of a character that could be ignored, and I'm thinking Trent could honestly be DLC as well, but that's just for you.
Nah, I feel like we should include everybody who...
yeah.
Actually, wait, no, we forgot someone. We forgot Sadie.
Oh, fuck. Sadie didn't even do anything in canon.
Fuck.
She ran away from Beth.
That's it. Shit. What does she do?
Okay, what is Sadie? Yeah, bro, this is the problem.
What does she even do?
Don't put her in tank just because she's fat, bro.
I'm not gonna do that.
Alright, next to Owen.
I mean, we do need another tank.
Oh, no. Alright, fine, let's put her in tank. Why not?
Maybe she's like the joke tank. You know, like where Harold's the joke DPS, she's like the joke tank. Like, without Katie, she's got like a cry ability. What could it even do? It just makes the enemy uncomfortable and they like get a debuff.
She could try and run to someone to hug them, and if it succeeds, it does damage.
Maybe she can like also do that for like a DPS or support to like take damage away.
To heal them?
Not like heal them, but like protect them. Like.
Oh, I see. You're giving them a shield.
Hey, that's what. Hey, Lashana. I mean, DJ has that exact same thing.
Yeah, that could be cool, actually. She gives a shield to people she hugs on her team, and hurts people she does it to on the other team.
Okay, yeah, and then, like, melee...
She throws her shoe at them.
That's not even a melee, dude! That's a projectile!
She hits them with her shoe. She hits them with her shoe.
Okay, fine.
Bro, if you've been hit with a high heel, that hurts, bro.
Okay, so yeah, this is our base roster up top, and then Chef is in the alternative game mode.
Bro, you know there would be so many edits of Sadie just be like, who invited her?
Who put bro on the team? Yeah, Mortal, get him!
We got rid of Izzy for her.
Hey, she wasn't there in the show. She doesn't get a show up.
Can't believe we got rid of Tyler before this.
All right, now let's just start adding in our DLC back.
Yay!
All right, yeah. And then blah blah blah. Deleted. Alright, so let's
so we could assume all the rest of Gen 1 would be DLC as well.
Yeah, or like, yeah.
Alright.
Ezekiel!
Yeah, let's just talk about Ezekiel.
I feel like he should have like a shift change where he starts off as like one of the weakest DPSs in the game and then becomes like one of the strongest by the end.
Yeah, when he turns feral.
Yeah, like across the map, like he starts off pretty standard. He's slow, but he's not like the slowest. He's not the most agile. He's pretty clumsy. He's got like weak damage, but not the weakest. He can take a hit pretty well, but that's about it.
Maybe he doesn't even have abilities before he turns feral.
Just like,
but your main thing as Ezekiel is you want to go around the map and get toxic waste.
Maybe not even that. Maybe he just builds up as like the round timer goes down.
So his whole thing is to survive until he transforms, basically.
Pretty much. That's what I'm imagining.
That's fair. He can fight for a little bit. He can benefit off the supports, but he will turn into feral Ezekiel, where I think that his stealth goes basically one of the best in the game. But to balance it out, he doesn't get any weapon. He's just melee.
Yeah. He's the fastest character, most agile. He can take probably the most damage out of any DPS in the game. He's got great stealth, and his punches, they're not like the strongest thing, but like sneak attacks, attack from behind, they crit or whatever.
Yeah, I think it should give a bonus every time you use him. I feel like you should get a damage buff when you attack from a sneak attack, and overall, I think he should still be just regular DPS health, because he's feral Ezekiel.
Maybe he's got like a dash, and it's like...
Yeah.
I feel like he should have like a slightly above average health, though, if he's not gonna...
Yeah, maybe you can go around to the toxic waste and eat it to regain health.
Maybe like animals don't attack him when he's in feral form.
Ooh, that could be really good. Maybe that's an ability he has. He can control it.
I wouldn't say control, but...
No, not yet. Not unless we get a mutant map. Then I would introduce this one.
Alright. Noah, lowest health in the game.
Oh my god! What can we even do for this guy?
Joke support.
He just says jokes and sarcastic remarks.
No, I mean, like, you know how we have, like, Harold as our joke DPS, Sadie as our joke...
Oh, yeah.
So maybe, like, lowest health pool in the game, slowest, least damage out of everyone. But, he buffs tanks like Owen really well.
Maybe it's also based off how friendly the opponent is as well. So his entire moveset depends on the chemistry he has with them in canon.
So it sucks for everybody but Izzy, Eva, and Owen. And
Hey,
Cody,
I think that other people that would be receptive are Harold, Lindsay, Sierra, just because that's who Sierra is. I'm thinking there's certain characters that will not benefit, like Duncan, Gwen, Heather.
So like he
Courtney.
supports some characters really well, and other characters he doesn't really support at all.
Yeah, some of them will literally just tell him to screw off, like Duncan probably.
Like Duncan, Heather, Gwen.
Hell, I can even see Lashana doing it.
You need to learn some respect, String Bean. Whatever, I'm out of here.
Zesty Noah.
So regular Noah.
Roll the clip of Noko.
Run it back, folks. Alright, next up.
Just to keep that in mind, I think that Noah and Cody should have like good effects with each other.
Alright, we got 4 Gen 1 campers left.
We have to save one of them. We can't use Alejandro.
What?
We can't use Alejandro early when we have Katie. We still have to cover. Like we have to save something for last.
Oh, I know. That was the plan. So Blanley.
Like imagine saving Katie till the end, bro.
Oh yeah, Katie. We love Katie.
Can we just make her a boss, bro?
Do you want to make Mildred a boss?
It could work as one of the lower level bosses.
Yeah, maybe like instead of like maybe there's an aftermath map, and instead of like Chef, like Blanley is like that boss, you know?
I imagine it would be like difficulty that you'd have to scale with your team. Like you'd have to go face Josh and Blanley, and then you'd have to face Don, and then you'd have to face Chef, and then you'd have to face Chris in the finale.
So this is like our PvE setup, and then like
yeah, this is like your single player game modes with friends kind of thing.
Yeah. And then, like, once you beat it, you unlock a versus Chef Hatchet, where there's one guy who plays as Chef Hatchet and everyone else. Or maybe they have, like, maybe it's like, there's a boss.
I imagine it'd be a rotating stock of boss events you can do with someone actually controlling them. But if you just want to do the single player game mode, everybody can play it.
Yeah. So, like, Josh and Blanley, they're definitely, like, the weakest bosses.
Yeah.
But they are the only, like, 2-person setup, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Don, he could actually be really fun because he could, like, have portals. He teleports you to different places in the world.
Angstrom Levy ass.
Yeah, you know what? I was inspired by that, but it could be very fun to see just how creative you could get with it with the boss fight, because the entire boss fight would just be getting to him.
I guess he wouldn't really work for the versus Dawn game mode, but he would be fun for just like a single player type deal.
I imagine the events would be like just relegated to like Blanley, Josh, Chef, and Chris.
Yeah.
With Chris probably just being the strongest outright.
I feel like Chef would be the strongest outright, but Chris has like the most abilities, you know?
Yeah, the most in-depth abilities. Like he can set up clones, he could set up duplicates.
He summons robots, he summons interns. Yeah. He's got like Chef Hatchet like very temporarily for the map, you know?
His whole thing is basically summoning people for him.
Yeah. If Noah's on the opposite team, he kills him, he gets like a cup of coffee, he's like, this is not lactose free or whatever. That
could be so funny if every person he beats joins his team.
Duncan has like a self-destruct sequence. I got one thing left. A toaster in the microwave.
I have one thing left. Your condo. That's actually how you beat him. You blow up his condo.
Your entire goddamn cottage.
That could be really funny. Like, your goal isn't even to beat any of these people. You're just trying to do an objective.
Where you try to, like, put a fucking toaster in the microwave?
You're trying to blow up Chris's cottage.
Oh, that's funny as hell. Alright, Katie! Because we gotta save the big 2 for the end. Support, yeah.
I didn't want to say DPS just because we have so many.
We have so many.
But hell, yeah, I think that Sadie should reach her full potential with Katie.
Yeah, she loses her cry, and instead it becomes like a screech.
It becomes an annoying laugh.
It becomes like a screech, maybe like deafens at the cost of like her being more noticeable. Maybe she gets like better support from Katie specifically, you know?
Yeah.
And then Katie's ability...
I'm trying to think of what Katie can do specifically, and... Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you, Katie. You're so relevant to the story, man.
What if
Katie and Sadie both gain more health from blueberries.
Blueberries specifically, maybe like wild animals are more like likely to attack them, but they have like faster run speeds when they're nearby.
Yeah,
so
that could
like
be a really cool gimmick. They have faster speed in combat.
they summon more like animals around them, but the animals attack them too. So if they like escape, the enemy team has to deal with the animals.
Yeah, it could be a really fun gimmick. And the Screech could also probably alert animals within a certain radius.
Yeah, that could be fun. I like that.
So
And-
Katie's whole thing is just to kind of escape combat and make things worse for the other team.
Yeah, debatably her own team too.
Sadie's is like the same, but she can attack.
And then like
Specifically with Katie. If she's not with Katie, then
she gets the cry. And then what else could Katie have? Katie's melee could just be like her shoe again. Maybe
Yeah.
Sadie uses the left
It's
shoe.
the other
and
shoe.
And then Katie uses Katie uses Sadie's shoe. Dude,
they just gave each other their shoes.
That's stupid. Okay, Tyler, tank.
Yay, my bro. I have an idea. I have an idea for one of his abilities. He spins around and throws a ball.
He spins around and throws a ball. And has a chance of hitting his teammate with
Yeah, you have to time it right. You have to time it right.
So it's like the only way you can deal damage to your teammates is through Tyler.
Yeah.
It's not
But if you time it right, it does like considerably more damage than
most other attacks in the game.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of health. He's got wicked strong fingers, so he's got one of the higher melee attack damage.
Yeah, I could totally see that, but to trade it off, if he runs, there's a chance he trips.
His shoes are on the wrong feet.
Elite ball knowledge, bro. Hell yeah.
Alright, that's fun, Maybe he's pretty agile too, but he's got like a really weak primary attack that's not melee.
Yeah, I imagine trying to do like wave dashing or whatever or the equivalent would be in this game would be very bad for Tyler specifically because he has a chance to trip.
I like how you kind of just turned this into a Smash Bros type deal when this is
I did not turn it into Smash Bros, bro. This is still in a 3D arena.
You gave him a wave dash, bro. That doesn't exist.
Bro, I said the wave dash equivalent.
Oh my god, bro.
Okay, whatever happens, if you try to deviate your directions too much, there is a chance he falls.
Like a dash dance?
Like, for example, if you're running left and then you instantly pivot to the right, there's a chance that he'll fall.
Alright, yeah. I like that.
There's a chance that if even you run in a straight direction, he'll fall, even when it's less likely.
Alright. So, now we have our final character.
Maybe his final ability, though, is a purposeful fall.
Oh, like he
where
like
he does
trips
it to do damage.
He trips on the opponent.
Yeah.
Dude, I like that. It does heavy damage to both himself and the opponent.
Yeah, exactly.
And it like stuns the opponent. Okay, I like that.
Bro is gonna stun his opponent, then just mag dump into them.
He just like tweaks the fuck out the entire time. Dude, you need to be careful. This is base Owen we're up against.
Bro, Owen actually has some of the wilder durability feats.
Dude, you need to be careful. This is base Katie we're up against.
Bro, you gotta watch out. This is Noah we're up against.
Base Noah we're up against. And then finally, last but not least, Alejandro. I really see him as a tank, maybe a support.
And I was seeing him as like the perfect DPS, but yeah, tank just works so well for him.
Yeah, like,
if Courtney is the solo DPS, Alejandro should be the solo tank.
Yeah. No solo support yet, but I'm sure if we do a sequel, we could come up with someone.
Exactly. Alejandro, what do we even need to say about Alejandro? He probably has just good stats across the board.
Great health, great speed, great agility, great primary, great melee. What's his melee
Hell, I think
attack?
the only issue would be his stealth.
Yeah, stealth would be about it. Maybe he doesn't do well with, like, support on him. He's got, like, a weak stomach, so he refuses to eat, like, wild berries or chips or whatever. So,
I
like,
can see that. I would say, like, only berries he'd eat, because that's still healthy. But he won't eat chips or brownies.
yeah, so... Or Lindsay's grape soda or whatever.
Yeah.
He's got an attack similar to Justin, but it only works on, like, the animals rather than the people.
Oh, that could be really fun.
Yeah, so he, like, charms animals as well as Justin, but can't use it on people all the time. His secondary abilities, obviously, there's the charm. What could his melee be?
What do you mean he threw punches with Jose?
Alright,
Or
yeah.
Jose, whatever
Jose.
his brother's name was. Yeah.
Alright. Maybe he has, like, a soccer ball. It's like a quick projectile. And then maybe...
He just kicks a soccer ball at their head.
And then maybe when he gets, like, really low, maybe he has like a phase transformation into the drama machine where he's like considerably weaker in like terms of speed and agility and damage and everything else, but he has the highest health pool in the game now, like even surpassing Owen.
He's just a full-on tank.
He is literally just a tank.
And then when you shoot him down, he breaks out, but he can't use his legs.
So like he has like three phases.
Yeah, but his last one is the worst one.
When he's in Drama Machine, he has no like primary fire, no secondary ability, just like a melee that's a hammer.
Yeah, I imagine that in like, if you are the last Alejandro remaining, this doesn't exist. Like, if you just go down the first time, then you go down.
And then,
but
like,
if you have a full team or like one person remaining, you can go through the entire phases.
And then like once you get busted down again, you become like hand walking, where you're basically the same running speed except much less agile.
Yeah, and you have less. Hell, I don't even think you could hold a primary in that state.
I think you can hold it, but you can't walk while you have it. You know.
Yeah, so you have to stand still when you fire.
So you just become like weaker as the match goes on compared to most characters, which kind of fits how like he plays in the game, where he's like at his strongest in his first season at the very start, and then gets weaker as he goes along.
Yeah, and the fact that he's so tenacious that'll just keep coming back, even when it's better to just
die.
Not.
Yeah, kind of like Zeke. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, that
that's
was
our
super fun.
That's season 1 right there. If you guys are interested, maybe we'll do a season 2.
I have some ideas for Mike already. Don't worry.
I have plenty of ideas for both Lightning, Scott, pretty much everyone here.
Yeah, and it definitely helps that they're already built to be more cartoony and ability-esque.
Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see this again, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hype the video. It helps more than you can imagine. Pepsi Cat, anything you want to plug right now?
Thank you all for watching the video. This was a ton of fun to make. Make sure to check out my channel. I will upload eventually. Thank you for having me. And
remember to have the day you deserve.
Aura.